The other day, I was talking to my partner, and I said something to her that she had no choice but to kind of reflect back to me my language. I said something along the lines of, sometimes I think the universe has forgotten about me. Now, I know how ridiculous that sounds if I really think about it. I start every day with a gratitude practice when I meditate, and I know that as a straight white male in this world, for one thing, that I kind of won the lottery in that sense, not to mention where I grew up. Many other factors that contributed to the fact that I certainly have been very fortunate. And she reflected back to me that I was kind of living in a victim mentality and a self-absorbed mentality. She said I was getting up every day and talking about the same thing, and when I expressed to her what I said about the universe forgetting about me, she kind of had no choice but to be like, really? Like that's what you want to have said? And that was the motivation for this poem, because there are a lot of things that I'm totally cool with being. Not that those things are necessarily positive or create value, but we all have our things, and I'm stubborn, that's for sure, and I'm OCD, and I'm very particular about my appearance, way less out of vanity and more out of things I've talked about in the past, just feeling like if I'm not, if I don't look exactly the right way, it's not enough. It won't matter what's coming out of my mouth, it won't matter what I have to contribute. So these are things that I know about me that I continue to work on. But when she told me that I was acting like a self-absorbed victim, it hurt, but it's something that I definitely needed to hear. And when I started writing this poem, I thought maybe it was going to be hard and to accept that while I was writing it, and so maybe there'd be a wall or something there. But the truth was, this poem came out really fast, and I think it's because while at that moment I was being a victim or being self-absorbed, it doesn't mean I am, right? The power of language. It's like when we tell a kid that they're bad, that's really powerful. Thankfully, my sister had, they adopted a child, and when I went home, they showed me a show called Bluey, a children's show. And I'm thinking, well, this is, they're like, oh, it's really great, we enjoy watching it. I'm like, yeah, right. But what's so amazing about that show is they are all about the power of language. Everything they say in every episode is about that, is how we word things and the power of how we, power of what we say. And when you tell a kid they are bad versus you are being bad right now or exhibiting behaviors that one would call bad, those are two very different things. So I knew I was being a victim in that moment or being self-absorbed, but I knew it wasn't me. We are not our feelings. That's hard, I think, for all of us to understand, including myself. We're not. We are not actually our body. We live in a body, but people make a mistake that we are our body. No, we are this. This is what we are first, our mind. And then our body responds to what we plant in it every day. So I just had to write this poem because I was, while yes, it was hard to hear, I was so grateful that she told me that, because, like I said, there's things I'm okay with exhibiting more often, stubbornness and things like that. But I do not want to be a victim in this world, and I don't want to be self-absorbed because I care deeply about people. And I want to connect with people. And self-absorption and being a victim, or exhibiting those kind of behaviors, it's very hard to be those things, to connect and to be the kind of person that wants to help others and be in service of others. So it was great because it was kind of like a dog who I guess had an accident. She was like, no, you are not these things. And even if you're exhibiting this at that moment. So yeah, I just, I had to write about it because it was a great reminder that I'm not a victim and you're not a victim, and we're not self-absorbed, but sometimes we might be acting this way and behaving a certain way. But we can change that with a simple shift of our mentality and our focus. Everything is our attention and our awareness. Where energy flows, our attention and awareness goes. A great teacher I always had said, when you're hungry, what do you notice when you're going down the street? You notice restaurants. And that's the same thing, I think, in life. No matter what it is, your awareness is everything, and your awareness will then kind of pick up what's in your area and in your environment, depending on what that awareness and intention is. So you're not a victim, neither am I. We can always take control. But again, I've said this before, it's not just, I'm going to decide today and boom, I'm enough and I'm going to do it right now. No, there has to be a progression. And a progression starts with kind of, taking that first step, whatever that is for you. Meditation, reading, exercise, whatever it is. And it's amazing to see how those little things add up over time. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much. And please, I would love to hear some of your comments. I would love to know what I can be doing better. And I would, like I said, I would love to write your feelings. And I mean, that would help me with my self-absorption and my that mentality, right? I can write about you, what you're feeling, what you're struggling with. But maybe I can write it in a way that has a completely new point of view that allows you to see it in a different light. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.